welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer, and oh, there's Prince. Today I have finished a duet, a reverse harem duet by K. Webster, and you might know this duet by the Deception Duet. And it starts off with Triple Threat, and then we finish it with Death Wish. So I don't want to spoil it for others who don't want to be spoiled. I'm going to first talk about this one, and then people who don't want to be spoiled for the second one, can just be okay with this summary. So we have our heroine. I actually forgot what her name was. So we have Laundry. She is a 18-year-old girl who lives a life that most people would want on the outside. But she has been basically locked in her father's penthouse for most of her life. Ever since she turned 6 or 8, because that's when her baby sister, Della, was born. And it killed her mother. Her father is very possessive over her and her time and his time. He's one of those, I would call it like a helicopter father. She can't do anything without him knowing about it, and he knows everything she does. Everything. She's been trying to get away from him. She wants to get away from him so bad, but she doesn't want to leave her younger deaf sister, to him because he's abusive to her. And you see that right from the beginning. She treats her father, she distracts him with other things so he won't think about her sister when she does things wrong and all that kind of stuff. She is like a 6-year-old little girl, so she can't do things wrong, but he doesn't see that way. He sees her as the person that killed her mother, and she's deaf, so he doesn't see her as perfect. We also get 4 points of views, which is Laundry's, Scout's, Sully's, and Sparrow. Now, you can describe these boys as Scout is a psychopath, very heavily psychopath. Sully is the good boyfriend, but he is also very freaky. And Sparrow is the hard-headed, stubborn boy who thinks with his ding-dong. So, yeah. These boys have a past, a very traumatic past, but they are basically owned by a family member who got them out of the situation they were in. So he feels like this person is their owner. Whenever he says something needs to happen, they're supposed to do it. That kind of thing. Well, he told them that he wants them to infiltrate Laundry Coffit. That's her name. How I say Coffit. The Coffit Industries, and figure out what's going on in there, because he heard rumblings that there's going to be a deal going on with a rival of his, and he doesn't want that to go through. So, what better way to infiltrate it than infiltrating his daughter, Mr. Coffit's daughter, Laundry. And what better way to be everywhere at once than be one person, but it's triplets. And that's what the boys are. They're triplets, identical triplets. So they decide, Sparrow is going to be the person who goes to school with her. Sully is going to be the person who is going to be teaching her sister how to sign and keep signing because she's deaf. And then Sparrow is going to work for her father, all with the same name. So she thinks at first that they're all the same person. Well, she hasn't met Scout. So she only knows Sully and Sparrow. So she thinks they're the same person whenever she's interacting with them, which is like funny, but also like very horrible at the same time because certain things happen to her with each one of them. And you see that they're also very competitive about their interest. Scout, on the other hand, is very standoffish because he has another obsession that he's trying to catch, but then he realizes he doesn't want her, that obsession. He wants laundry. This is like the beginning. Like, this is the prologue of what's about to happen in the second one. So I think that's a good enough. She is trying to get away from her father while all this is going on, and some things happen, and we find out a lot in the second one because of those things. So if that's like all you want, I think this is a great introduction to the Duet because this is a reverse harem. They're not, like, it's really good. It's really good. I think I gave this like 4 stars when I first read this a couple days ago. So yeah, I definitely like this. It was great. And that is it if you are not trying to get spoiled. But this one is crazy. I was not expecting what was going on in this, especially in the first half. The first half was like the better half of this book because it dropped like some really good bombs. She finds out at the end of this, she finds out that the boys have lied to her and basically like they kidnap her. She ran to them because she ran from home. She finally got the opportunity to run from her father with her sister. She runs to what she thinks is a safe house, but turns out it's their house. And she was not prepared for 3 of the same people. And then she realizes that they're 3 different people because she had suspicions. She thought that he had a disorder, a personality disorder, which is funny. But she finds out that there are 3 different people who are just identical triplets, and things go further from there. Like, it's crazy. The bomb we get, the trigger in here is R word, incest, because it's father on his own daughter. I wasn't prepared for that. I thought he was like a helicopter father in the first one. I thought he was like because his wife died and he loved his wife so much, he didn't want to let her image go, which was be laundry. But I didn't think he took it that far. And he did. From a young time. I wasn't prepared for all that. Now, the latter half of this book is like a blockbuster, Hollywood blockbuster, because like what was going on in the ending was crazy, very unbelievable. Yeah, so I gave the overall Duet a 3.75. That's that's all I can say. So I gave this book a 3.75. So yeah, I'm just saying. I hope you enjoyed this book review, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!